Those fallen we faced in the archive belong to the House of Winter. Their Kel, Draxus, has been hunted by Guardians for years. If these reports are correct, he's commanding them from a network of caves up in the Cinders. If we want to keep the Academy's secret safe, we should push into their lair and take him out.
What's up, Guardians? This is Lucky. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done commentary for Destiny footage, but there's a lot of House of Wolves news out, and I went and I gathered every single bit of it. That's what I'm going to cover today. Every single bit of the House of Wolves information that we know. Scoured the Destiny Reddit forums, which is a great community. You guys, if you play Destiny, you haven't gone and checked out the Destiny Reddit forums, I highly suggest you go check it out. Destiny the game. There is tons of info there, everything you would ever want to know. Now, what we got here is this gameplay right here is really old gameplay. For you, those of you who have not been following this, I have been slowly posting basically all the story missions. Did the first series of missions with the Hunter, which was my very first class, and then my Warlock was the second class I built back in October. And so all the Venus story missions that I played with my Warlock, I did then. So this is like a level 12 Warlock playing Scourge of Winter story mission on Venus, which is one of my favorite. Sword of Crota. And this mission right here, I loved these two missions. This was great. I wish there were so many more missions like this in Destiny. This is a good one. And so we're going to go, and it's basically a hit. You've been assigned to take out this really cruel Fallen. And I think that's quite appropriate for what we're going to talk about, because House of Wolves is about a bunch of Fallen, the ones that worked for the Queen. They've rebelled against her, and she's called the Guardians back to defend against the rebellion and basically to seek out revenge for the traitors. So, man, it's great news. I'm loving, just from the get-go, I absolutely love what I'm hearing about House of Wolves. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm very jaded after Crota. One, I wasn't crazy about the raid. I still think Vault of Glass is better. I didn't think it was that fun. There's also too many exploits and too many people using those exploits. And I wasn't crazy about it. If you wanted to upgrade your exotics, they got reset. And you had to level them up all over again. I am still leveling up exotics to this day. When did that come out? That came out in like December, and it's like approaching May now, and I'm still leveling up my fucking exotics. Thank you, Bungie, you douchebags. So God, I was just really bummed about it. I wasn't crazy about the gear. All the auto rifles were really low impact. I thought the armor looked just ridiculous. And there's just a lot of things about Destiny. Just kind of, I kind of definitely got burnt out, and I got jaded after Crota. And it just wasn't good for me. I'm also kind of sick that everybody. I didn't like the new Crota armor, and you go out now and like everybody looks like bugs. Like none of it looks good, and I really wanted to keep some of my old gear and stuff. So. But this House of Wolves news is totally awesome. So let's get into it, man. Like I said, this is a level 12 Warlock. This is a long time ago. Come a long way since then. But I think it's appropriate. And let's just delve right down into it. Starting with the first and absolutely best thing. You will be able to upgrade any legendary weapon or gear to 365, and the max light level that is available. We know you can go to basically light level 4. Stupid, I should have used my super right here instead. I go down to the Kel like a dummy. Such a rookie right then. But back then, I was like so afraid to use my super. You know, it was like I saved my super until, you know. Now after playing it for this game for like 7 months, man, I throw like supers and grenades and heavy weapon ammo around like it's candy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't think twice about it now, but back then I was like, oh, I need to save my super. So what were we saying? We were saying that you can upgrade anything to 365 damage, any legendary weapons, and any legendary weapons. That means your Fatebringers, your Vision of Confluence, ladies and gentlemen, your Corrective Measure, all that great stuff from the vault, your Vex Mytho class. Yes, you can get that to 365 damage. You can get your gear to the max light level. And gloriously, you can do that without resetting your progress. It keeps your progress exactly where it was. So Bungie has addressed probably the biggest thorn in my side for Crota, and they've addressed it. Now, how you will upgrade it is you will upgrade it with this stuff called Etheric Light. You obviously will play the in-game content. There's a Prison of Elders and Trials of Osiris. We don't have a lot of details about that yet. Some of that stuff's going to come out this week. So when we get that, obviously I will look back and reflect on that. But by playing that stuff, you will be able to get Etheric Light. And by getting Etheric Light, then you'll be able to go to this gear and you'll be able to upgrade it to the max level. And the other fantastic thing about this is that it addresses... You go to the tower now and everybody looks the exact same. And, you know, there's pieces of armor and, you know, hunter cloaks and hunter armor, helmets, and, you know, just different pieces of gear that I think looks awesome, you know. But I'm trapped to this light level 32 stuff. But now with this system, you'll be able to take any legendary you like, and you can pimp out your character however you like. So when you go to the tower now, everybody's going to look different, and that's going to be really awesome. I'm really stoked about taking my vault warlock robes, basically, because they've got increased hand cannon ammo and basically the arm gauntlets that I have that have increased reload speed with hand cannons, and maxing those out, man, because then I'm going to have armor that's suited to the gun I use. Finally, this because I run around now. Most of the time is light level 31. I can be 32, but I'd rather have the perks for my hand cannon because I love my fucking hand cannons now. So that's kick-ass news. That's huge news. So upgrading your weapons and armor will not reset their progression. Here's some other stuff. If you do not buy the DLC, you can still get to light level 34, which that's pretty awesome. That's pretty amazing. You don't need the DLC to upgrade your weapons or armor. That's kick-ass. That's really kick-ass. There's going to be a new social area called the Reef, and you will not need the DLC to go to that social area. You'll be able to pick up the same bounties there in the social space. There's Postmaster there. You'll be able to pick up bounties there. So all that stuff is going to be able to be there. There's also going to be the gateway at the Reef. There's, you know, Petra, the Queen's hotness, and she's going to sell Queen's Wrath gear. There's this fallen dude called the Warden, and he's over the House of Judgment, and I'm guessing that's the Prison of Elders. Get armor cores and weapon cores that drop. You'll be able to use those to buy stuff from him. His inventory is going to rotate weekly, and then you'll need to level him up, and he'll have rep the same way the other vendors do to be able to buy ships, ammo scents, and other stuff, just like you do with Eris Morn now for Crota. There's a hooded dude called Brother Vance. Brother Vance, what's up, bro? He's going to be your guide to the Trials of Osiris. He sells these consumables for Trials of Osiris, which nobody knows what those are right now. It's kind of intriguing. And then there's the Prison of Elders. Somehow through these activities, in-game activities, to which the details are slim, you'll be able to get the etheric light you need to upgrade weapons and gear. So I'm stoked. One of the other big pieces of news, obviously, is there's not going to be a raid. Not in the traditional sense of a raid. A lot of people are bummed about that. I'm kind of a mixed emotion. I want to see what Prison of Elders and Trials of Osiris is. I want to see what these are, what these in-game activities are. And I may be cool with that. I didn't think Crota's Inn was all that great, to be honest. I would love to have another raid like Vault of Glass, because that is the creme de la creme of gaming. That is one of the greatest experiences. I love that raid. That's what gaming is all about. And to me, the Vault of Glass represented everything you hoped out of Destiny before you bought it coming to fruition. And I thought it was fantastic. So there will be more story. There's going to be new ships. High impact assault rifles will be available for purchase in different places, and there's going to be lots of new gear everywhere. New guns from faction heads, from crucible heads, from your Vanguard heads. There'll be new gear there, new armor, all kinds of new stuff. So we know that candles will not hurt you from their Twitch stream. That's like a little joke if you saw the Twitch stream. And I'll probably put a link to the Twitch stream in here so you guys can go check it out, what they revealed in here. And it's got all this stuff. You'll have access to your vault in the new social space, the Reef, and this has the exact same stuff in both vaults. You know, so whatever you put in one vault is in both vaults. It's the same vault basically. You're just accessing it from two different locations. They have got a fix to the Black Hammer's Hive Disruptor perk, and an upgrade tree will finally be fixed. So they finally fixed all that. Once you visit the Reef, you will receive a bounty. That's going to kickstart the story for you. Like I was saying, the factions, weapons, and stuff are changing out. You'll also be able to upgrade any old stuff to 365. Because it is changing, guns like the Vanquisher 8, Vanquisher VIII, it will no longer be available. So if there is stuff that you want now that you don't have from those vendors, you need to go get it now, because you will not be able to get it ever again. I mean, maybe you can get it from a drop, but this is your last chance to get it. Don't worry about the level on it, the weapon level on it. Get it and then use your etheric light to update it. I've got 2 Vanquishers. It's one of the best assault rifles in the game. I still think it's great. Even after they've nerfed assault rifles like they have, I still think it's really good. I'm not hosing you guys this time. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. There will be no cap on etheric light, although if you're like me and you have, I'm going to upgrade everything I've got for all 3 classes. I've got all 3 classes maxed out with every kind of weapon, with every kind of possible solar arc void damage variant that you can imagine. I've got so I've got tons of stuff to upgrade, and I'm upgrading all of it, so there's no way I'm getting to my cap. You also may know that very recently they upgraded the vault to give us more storage space. I think that's awesome. So one of the other new big things is at the gunsmith in the tower, any weapons that you get, legendary weapons, can be reforged. And he's going to be selling telemetries. So like assault rifle telemetry, scout rifle telemetry for leveling up your guns faster, he's going to sell those now. You won't have to wait for Xur. That's another thing about Xur. Xur may visit the Reef. So you have no idea where he's going to be. He could be in the tower, he could be in the Reef. So you're going to want to check. Like I said, check out Destiny Reddit. They'll know. They'll tell you every week where he is. Tell you every week.
Somewhere in this thing there's a throne room.
At the
That's
speaker,
what access.
whew, this is another fantastic piece of news, is that you will have material exchange. You will be able to exchange anything. You'll be able to exchange energies for shards, shards for ascendant energies, ascendant shards for motes of light. You can turn shards into glimmer. Man, there's so many different ways. I mean, radiant shards, there's so many different ways to exchange stuff now. So you will be able to get exactly what you need. I'm switched over to my Sidonia auto rifle, which this was a great assault rifle at this stage of the game. Absolutely great assault rifle. Fantastic. So with House of Wolves, everything you want to hear about what Bungie is doing to improve the game and fix the things that are broken, they are doing, and I think that's fantastic. I think that's great news. Obviously, there may be a few little surprises in here and there that we're not totally excited about. Hopefully, they're not terrible. But I'm really stoked, finally. I've got a little bit of excitement again about Destiny, and that's the first time in a while, and so that's good. I feel like, when Destiny first came out, I don't feel like it had enough content to really warrant the price. I feel like if you could pick up Destiny for like around 40 and then get the DLC for like 30, I think you'd kind of be in the price range. Like, we're just now getting to the amount of content like I felt like the game should have really come with to begin with. And not only that, but everything you would have wanted to have happen in the game, like the way it worked and the way the economic system, the currency system and stuff worked within the game, and the leveling system and all that, the way you would have wanted that stuff to work is like finally coming to fruition. So I think that's exciting. I'm looking forward to this end run. The next stuff I'll be doing is I'll finish out Venus, and then I think with the Titan I'm going to do fully leveled up, like a fully leveled up, fully prestige Titan, and I'll knock out Mars and finish out the stuff. Guys, this is Lucky signing out. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me. This has been a long commentary, but we had a lot of stuff to cover. This is Lucky signing out. Peace.
Draxus was one of the worst plagues this system has ever seen. Without their Kel, houses usually turn against each other. We may finally have broken their hold on the Academy.